like that? Why you do me like that?
You've been driving me crazy.
In the mind, girl.
Why you do me like that?
Why you do me like that? Why you do me like that? I sometimes wonder when I'm chilling with the right babe. Should I move forward and transition to the...
Alright, welcome folks to another episode of XY 101. And today this is gonna be ADHD part 2, aka education. Because what?
You were like, do I need a title? No. And then you can't think of a title. So you just
Because
make a really long title.
Now he has a long ass title.
Word.
First of
Yeah,
all,
because like you want to see this goddamn list?
Man, we gonna ask us the damn list. Why we gonna look at the list?
So, like I said,
again, we on the radio. Nobody sees shit. Damn.
why you gotta talk to me like that? Biatch. So today, what we have,
Bernice Tershiko. Yeah, say that one now.
fuck that.
What the?
My name? Keita Rascal in the building.
Lemire.
Bum, 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 bum. We lost budget.
Wow,
we
the
lost budget. We had to go.
laziest
We had to go.
Hey, yeah, that's a bad effort. You gotta do better than that.
Bum, 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 bum.
That's the spirit.
He's so horny.
Not on my watch. So to continue from the last episode,
No.
I'm just fucking around. All right. So to continue from the last episode, do you find the
What last episode?
last episode that
2 weeks ago, gentlemen,
His last
ladies and
Calvin
gentlemen.
Corner.
Go back to 2 weeks ago, and you can listen to that episode. That was 2 weeks ago. Last week it was Will.
Watch though.
you said what?
Oh, did I say what?
This
You see how you got me?
Yeah, you did
Listen
it.
to the episode.
It's your own fault.
Yeah. And thank you, iHeartRadio, for playing this XY 101 episode.
You dig. All right. So back to my questions. Do you find that the majority of your tasks, work, school, etc., are boring and repetitive, and making them difficult to complete?
The task is difficult to complete.
I mean,
Competitive-wise?
It's repetitive. It's like
Oh, repetitive. I thought you said
I
competitive.
can't say that considering I literally have days where I work in a psych ward. So, yeah, I mean, for my days to be the same, there are times I wish they were a little bit more repetitive.
Well, they're the same. You got crazy people.
Okay.
And that's aspect,
I mean,
I
I live
guess.
in New York, so.
Oh, yeah,
you
we
know,
got crazy all over.
At least those crazy people aren't trapped in the same hallway for weeks at a time and then coming to you like, get me out of here. You know what I'm saying? That's,
True.
so.
Like, you don't count. I keep forgetting you work in the fucking psych wards.
Sometimes I just have the ED full of drunk people and high people. Sometimes I have the lobby with the. Honestly, I'd rather be with the crazies or the drunks because the white people just the worst. Sometimes it'd be like, the hospital has a rule: 2 people can get in at a time, but there are 8 of us. I can count. That's why I'm telling you this. Which two are you going upstairs? All of us. That's not how this works. And I'll be standing there for 15 minutes just trying not to smack somebody. It's just like either no one goes up or 2 go up.
Can you get your supervisor to figure out
And then
this?
he comes out and tells them the same,
Same
shit.
thing.
And they're just like, well, then it needs to be. I mean, there have been times we've literally had to get like the head of the hospital to tell them it has to be 2. And then
White
they try to
Wow.
convince
White
them.
people don't take no for an answer at
For
all.
real.
Because they get privileges.
It's
It's
real.
Wow.
It's real.
Yo, I don't know if I could work with
No, you couldn't.
nah.
I barely can. I need to make sure that I either have an Irish coffee or a Russian tea to get through the day.
I remember I thought I had white privilege, and I thought, I'm a black woman, but I thought I had white privilege, and I thought if you write letters or you complain to the supervisor that it works.
Works?
It don't work for black people.
Oh, it works.
For all of
But
you
gotta
black
have dirt on that
listeners,
supervisor.
It don't work. Don't ever expect to have white privilege, even if you're educated, even if you can write a letter, even if you could request to speak to the supervisor. The supervisor gonna come out, look at you like, hell no.
Yep.
See, it works for me on the letters.
Because you have law.
No,
That's
because my name sounds white. But
Oh yeah, they don't know if you.
they don't know if I'm white.
Spanish or
you know what I'm saying?
Italian.
They be
Yeah.
like, wait, la Loma, wait, this guy's Italian. Oh, hey, he's Italian. Hey, Baizan, come on in. And then they see me, they be like, sir, you got to move aside. I'm waiting for Charles.
Oh, my last name has a whole like. I have a suffix to my name, so if you ever hear my full name, they think I have like a castle out in England or some shit.
I know, right?
So it's great.
So that
I have
you
like
know.
the whitest name ever. Yeah. I'll show you later.
It's Williams.
I don't know. I feel like I got a pretty white name too, so it kind of works out.
See,
Yeah, writing the letter, and they read
Black,
that.
Word.
black people, I don't mean to be
You see a
offensive.
Kyle, you're like,
but
oh,
the be-
okay,
The
yeah.
best
that's
thing you
like
can do for
Kyle.
your kid is to give him a white ass name because
Or at least
they'll
a
actually
good
get
name.
interviews from the resume. Trust me.
Yeah.
It'll work. It'll fucking work.
If not, get yourself
something recognizable, something different that stand out.
get yourself a stage name if your parents messed you up your name.
Facts.
Hey, you
Facts.
think Whoopi's last name really Goldberg?
No,
Her name not even Whoopi.
Oh,
her name is not even Whoopi.
Her name not even Whoopi.
Yeah.
Goldberg is a
She
Jewish?
She
Goldberg
did that.
Jewish.
She literally made her stage name Whoopi Goldberg because when it was Whoopi something like and her real last name, it wasn't working. So she said if I put a Jewish last name, they might actually call me in, and that's exactly what happened.
wow.
The name plays a part. Name gets you. My
Yeah,
name got
yeah.
me through the door many times, and then when they got me in the door, they were like,
You?
you? And then they shocked so much that they have to talk to me to figure out. Let
Yeah.
me see this guy's line.
And that's their
And
opportunity.
then that's
to
when
now
I
show
got.
that you're intelligent and they can meet their racial quota.
Yeah. I wasn't mad with that. I wasn't mad with that. Sometimes I wanted to open with that. Do you
The
got a
thing's
quota?
affirmative action.
Word, you're like you need at least one, right? I can talk your language.
Can
Just
I
let me
ask you, can I ask you a question though?
What?
What would you do with white privilege if you had it?
Oh, I'd
Get
be a
get
savage.
more of my people into the
I'd be a
business.
fucking savage.
You did?
Wait, to be fair, that's still a thing that you have as you're being Latino. It's just for housekeeping jobs, though.
Yeah,
But
yeah, you know.
y'all can get the whole family in there.
All construction. All construction. Don't be leaving my construction people out.
Not
All right?
even
I feel offended
y'all
right
can't
now.
get the union jobs, bro. Y'all gotta be scabs.
You know what?
We could get our Latinos in the
I wouldn't
construction.
want white privilege
Why?
because I want.
Sometimes I'll be
wouldn't-
doing
I
white
wouldn't want
privilege.
Why not?
It's just, I don't know. It don't seem like something I want.
It comes with a lack of intelligence.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
I
yeah.
don't want it.
No, it does. It does.
Yeah.
There's a certain
Bugging.
there's a certain lack of reality. Like just talking about the lobby situation, right? Because they never hear the word no, they think there's an exception to the rules, right? So when some shit goes left for them, that's why they start shooting up places. They've never been let down before that.
Yep,
their
they never
brain
had that no.
cannot handle it. They
But you
literally
gotta-
snap.
But black
But it's my
black
fault.
people also grant them. We also grant them
The privilege.
their privilege.
We get that
There's a whole
exactly.
history behind that. So that's,
But it's a,
Hey,
it's
I'd
a
rather
thing.
play the numbers to my favor. I'd rather take the privilege in that case because it's like even if legit you said it may not work. If being black, my chances is a 5 out of 10, and being white, it's the 8 out of 10.
I'm taking the 8.
Yeah.
I want that 8 out of 10. Hold up, like.
But we gave it to them.
It sounds
A lot of
corny,
people
but
give it to
sounds
them.
corny.
Did we
Like that.
I like
give it to
well,
them?
like that,
I love being black. Fuck
They never.
that.
They never.
No, I love
gave
being
us a
black
chance
too.
to
I
get
ain't
it
saying
back.
that.
Fuck that.
Proud
Well,
of
it's like
myself,
the
but
customer's always
Nah,
right. That
nah,
boo,
nah,
that boo
nah.
crap stuff.
I ain't saying I want to be white. I'm gonna get that
The
clear. Now I ain't
privilege.
saying
Yeah.
that, but I'm saying, but to have the privilege should be cool. Like, hey,
Nah, I don't want
you
to.
definitely like to have benefits.
I definitely
That-
don't
That's
want
like going to Six Flags.
No, no,
and
no,
you pay
that-
for the flash pass.
In my-
Oh, you be so happy you got that flash pass. Fuck the line.
I swear to
Yeah,
God.
I
that's
gotta
the privilege.
wait.
I swear to
I'm gonna skip
God.
all of y'all, and then on top of it, sometimes you go a second time and you see the same person still waiting in line you went the last time. You're like, oh, you still didn't go yet? Like, fuck that.
No.
That's beautiful.
No, you know what's so funny?
I don't even go
that
to
you
Six
said
Flags if I
that.
don't have enough money for the flash pass. I'm like, it's not worth it.
That's a fact.
I'm
No.
bougie as fuck.
Because
Like,
once you get it, it's like you can't go back.
Thank you.
You can't go back.
No, it's so funny that he said that. We went to Nickelodeon, and in the ride we had the special pass plus the media plus my son's birthday type of thing, right? I went on one ride I didn't like, but I just went it again because there were some white people on the line thought they were all that, and they was like, "Excuse me, you belong in the back over here. The line starts here," and I'm like, I'm a smart ass, so I looked at the sign. I said, "Line starts in the back." ¿Qué eso dice? And I said it in English, and then I said something. What does that say in Spanish? And she looked at me. The line starts. I said, me not there. I can't speaking the stupid. She was like, excuse me, and I said, I'm not deaf, miss. And then I said it in intelligent. I'm not deaf. So by you speaking louder, if
Ain't
I would
gonna
not
change
know
anything.
English, it still would have not made a difference. Second of all, do you see this pass on my neck and on my son's and on my Asian's wife? We have the privilege. So I got off the line, came back around, and she was still on that line, and I looked at her and said, privilege. And I walked. I didn't even like the ride. It wasn't as scary as I thought. But I just did it
it
on
was just-
purpose.
oh, yeah.
My wife was like, "You just love starting problems."
Nah,
I
you
said,
didn't start it.
No,
You definitely
I didn't
finished
start. By her assuming, if she would have said, "Excuse me, are you looking for the line or something?"
Right.
Look, you would have seen all of us with a badge. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
They didn't expect you to have a badge.
Because they couldn't afford
That's
it.
the problem. That's the problem.
I mean, if I'm
I don't
like
got
that
one in-
shit, why would the black person be able to afford it?
Exactly, and that's the lack of education on
Although
some
to
of
be
the people.
fair, I would have been like, she's Asian, so smart money.
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Well, what I would do with my white privilege is I would get a corporate job. I would work really hard, and I would achieve.
Okay, now no, wait.
She
Are
said
you still a
something-
woman?
I am a woman.
No.
Oh.
Are you still a woman in this scenario? Because then you
And
still
the-
ain't gonna do all
you still
that.
ain't going nowhere. You still ain't. I thought I was just gonna say. She said, "I'm gonna work hard." And first of all, white privilege, you don't really have to work hard.
No, but they-
you just have to make a black person work hard for you.
Hold on. They
That's
do.
this whole country.
They do treat white women better than
Message.
black people.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they
They
do.
celebrate.
Sucking dick.
They give you a in.
Right.
I've seen it.
Yeah,
the truth.
If
but
she ain't doing it, then she's just someone else who hits that glass ceiling.
yeah,
But her likelihood of if the female does, if a white woman sucks a dick, they're gonna likely be
I think so.
promoted
Yeah,
more
real
quickly.
quick.
It's a gamble for a person of color, but you know what?
But
I will say
a
this:
person
though.
of color don't
People
really
of
like to do that.
Women, no, women of color probably do it better. So
Yes, but that's why they end up
Look,
married to the guy
What?
who's
Oh man, I wish we had a
the white
camera.
chick is still working for
He
her
said,
success.
"Roop," he just turned to tell you, I got no comment. No, I ain't putting no comments on this one.
you know what bothers me too? On Pornhub, they still show the white porn before the black porn.
That's fine.
That's
No.
because
No,
that's
Let
because
me
of what you
explain it. Let me
picking.
explain it. No, let me explain to you
That's,
why.
No,
that's
no.
because of
Let me
what you're
explain to you
picking.
why. Because Pornhub actually has a more white fan base. It's infamous for the drum thing beforehand, but if you really talk around to brothers, it's normally X videos, X hamster, XNXX. Pornhub is like where you go when you're specifically looking for celebrity porn, and that's very rare.
Or
And then
trailers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're going if you're gonna watch the video.
I don't know
you wanna-
about these things.
But
I'm
the
innocent.
black porn is better
It is.
and more popular.
It's way
and gets
better.
more views. I
Well,
think.
I think it's just the simple fact that black porn they say dick, white porn they say cock. It's disturbing of a word. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It just is.
Cock is disturbing,
We refer to this
you
shit as
say?
a cock.
Well,
I'm like, what?
It depends. What I heard was it depends on the positions. You want a storyline, you go to the white show.
Oh, yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
But
If
I'm
you
not
want,
on
if you
the
want
porn,
doggy
I'm
style,
watching
you
cinema.
definitely
I
got to go with the
watch
movies.
movies.
You know what I mean?
Ghost in a Teeny Bikini. Great movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Great movie.
You
Wait,
can't
so
go. You can't do one doggy style
So you-
clips and go to the white one. Ain't
Y'all
gonna
like
work.
y'all like the whole story plots and all that. Before
Yeah.
the porn.
It is horrible. Unless
enjoy
it's a
that?
parody, because then it's hilarious.
Yes, I seen a Friday parody. Oh my god,
Oh
that was
my
so
God.
good.
Yo,
What
I
got me was
cracked
Roots.
up on that
I don't know
one.
why they did a porn parody
Roots?
of Roots, but that shit had me rolling.
Yo,
You want to see Kunta Kinte slinging dick?
K- yeah,
That's what you
yeah.
want to see?
Slinging that dick.
Like half a foot all dick, just
just all this.
All
rolling. Okay.
He's like, yo, I got. Yo, they cut off his leg. He said, I still can walk. I got that one extra leg. Shoot, I watched Good Times.
Yo, that
I was watching Good Times.
Yo.
I was like, oh shit. You know, honest truth, the real Good Times. Everybody said why they never hit the neighbor.
Made no sense.
Yeah. You know, if you have a fly neighbor like that,
Yo,
come on now.
Somebody should have did it.
The super didn't come and say you don't want to get evicted.
Word.
But she never had nobody?
No.
Like the entire time?
No, she had her ex-husband came back
It
on
was
one of the
no
episodes.
One from the household though.
The
You're like,
household.
Why is no main character tapping this?
Like JJ didn't try.
James
They grew
Evans.
up with her. That's like an auntie or something like that. It's like your
Bruh.
mom, best
Bruh.
friend you grew up
Bruh.
with. Like
True.
you're not even gonna be
True.
looking at her like
That
that.
could have been what's his name?
My
Side
eyes
bitch.
work.
He said my eyes were. And she looked good for her age at that time.
Hey, that could have been a side bitch, James Evans.
You never know.
That's true.
Or she
That's
could have
true.
been a lesbian, and you never
And
see
gone-
That
gone
just
with-
makes
back
it
then.
better.
Back then,
Hey,
you never see
that's
them.
what the video was about. Remember?
Yup.
So that's why I was like, oh, okay. And what they did, Bubba got his stuff.
Yes, he did.
Bubba got his stuff on the good. That's what I heard. I didn't see
You didn't
it.
see it.
I'm innocent.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was
I was a
going.
teenager.
I was
shit.
going.
I ain't gonna say I never watched porn. I watched the shit out of porn, and it is depressing to see Pinky the way she is now. Like,
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What happened to her? Didn't
I don't know.
I
I don't know.
like,
Once
really-
She let herself go.
She quit and then she came back.
She came back.
And when she came back, it wasn't the same. It was like when Jordan tried to come back, it's like, yo, it ain't the
Man.
same.
never really quit though. She really just went private.
She
Like,
found God, and then she came back.
Well, like what?
Damn,
Like,
somebody really hit it, and she was like, "Lord, this is good."
No, like her body don't look right. Like it look
It
weird.
don't. She's trying to get it back right, but the videos of her trying to get it back
you
are just
can't-
depressing.
Yeah, like
It's
Oh,
depressing.
man.
I watched when she made her own website, and then she started in some of the videos before she started getting like her friends in it that were actively doing it. And then in some of the videos she gets in it, I'm just like, no, Pinky, behind the camera, behind the camera. I'm like,
Stay
why
behind,
are you
stay behind.
here? No.
Oh my god, I heard about her too. Not that I see now. Just
Jada Fire's finally aging, but at least she's aging well. You know, like a lot of them from when I, was
Well,
really
what are you
like that.
expecting from porn stars? Are you expecting them to be like super famous, super
Nah,
rich?
you know
like
what?
what do you want? Like,
a lot of porn stars go from being in front of the camera to behind the camera, right? A lot of them still go to the conventions. Some of them still do like.
How about to ask that? I'm like, but what do you really do after that?
It's-
Because
it's
look
so
at like prime
That's
example.
true.
Look at prime
Someone-
examples, like Mia Khalifa, something like that. Like,
Well,
she's trying to be an actress after all that, but now it's like, yo, we already seen you get like
No,
your
you-
back blown out crazy.
No, you know
Right.
why?
Shit. Like,
you know
we can't
why
take you
Mia Khalifa
serious.
got totally like blackballed? Is that pretty much you got into porn, right?
made a bag.
You
Made a bag,
made
bag.
a bunch of money,
Millions.
right? Then after she did it, started denying the number of films that she was in, started bad talking the industry, whatever. Even if, right, you were a talented actress, the way that you like shot down everything that made you famous, who wants to work with you now, right?
yeah.
Like you had a lot.
She
of
was
clout.
supposed to be the spokesperson. Like this
You
shit
could've
made
been-
me rich.
You could have been able to help like transition people from sex.
She
movies
could have been
into
the rock of the.
movies.
She could have been the rock of the
She
porn
coulda
industry.
did-
No, but real talk.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Now, real talk.
Or
be
she
like
could
the
have
rock
did
of
some
the porn
Sports
industry.
Illustrated or Playboy
Well,
and then transitioned into
I mean,
acting.
and the thing is
yeah.
that especially now in an era where the sex workers are being respected, right? Especially in an era now.
They're
where-
rappers now. That's why.
That's why.
Well,
Everybody's anything now.
no, but my
everybody's
whole
rapping
point
now.
Yeah,
is.
Everybody's
the guy rappers, they gotta be a
My
gangster. The
whole
girls
point
gotta
is,
have the
if
porn.
you didn't spit on what made you relevant and just held on to it, even if it was a little bit of a struggle at first, because the first person really pioneering shit is never going to have an easy road, right? Where you are now would be so big, considering how like the entire country has changed their view on a lot of shit.
Didn't what's name
Yeah.
have a fucking rap?
I got a question though.
Brian Pumper.
Yeah, but that was from that was while he was that was when he was
that was-
fucking Lawrence Fishburne's daughter.
You
That's
know,
when he
you
started
can
that shit.
tell,
You ever
you can
seen
tell
it?
old porn
You ever
stars
seen
by
his-
their name.
You seen his
Oh,
dance?
hell yeah.
You don't even have to know who they are. Pump star. You know what I'm saying? You be
Brian
like, you know that was a
Pumper, yeah.
70 guy that made a name
No,
like
no,
that.
no, no,
70,
that's
80 guy.
90s, man.
He had to be an
Talking
old
about-
person.
I mean,
No.
now he's old, but
But I'm saying,
yeah, that's 90. But that's the
He's
90s.
still out here.
90s
He's
to
still
2000s.
pumping.
He's
still
still
pumping.
Brian
pumping.
is still pumping.
He is?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yo, any
Look at that.
a porn star that became a rapper, does she say that she's still spitting? I'm just asking.
Hey.
I mean,
She's
Bars.
if she
Bars.
was a good porn star, she was swallowing. She was never spitting. So let's just
Can,
put
can-
that out there.
have you guys ever interviewed a porn star?
Yes.
Yes.
And
A few episodes back.
were you how did you feel about it? Like
Oh,
were
he
you-
was a homie.
Yeah. We
He's
interviewed
on-
the
he's on
male
OnlyFans.
porn star.
Oh,
last
have y'all
time.
ever interviewed a female porn star?
No, I was
would
on a
love to.
show.
Wait, she
Ralph's
has
show.
an OnlyFans or she does porn?
No,
Because I feel
No,
like
he
Oh,
got
he.
into OnlyFans.
Right.
Like he does OnlyFans.
Yeah.
As
Okay.
a thing.
I don't
However,
think that's
we've-
a porn star. That doesn't constitute a
Well,
porn
I was
star.
just about to say that.
that's
I
what
think
I was
it's
gonna ask.
different
What's the
between a
difference?
porn star and being an OnlyFans star. That's two separate things.
It
The
depends
OnlyFans
because
star is
a
amateur,
lot
right?
of porn stars do OnlyFans too when they want to go
Well,
independent. It means that you're not backed by a major studio when you're doing it, but it
still
doesn't
having
take
sex
away
on-
from the
on-
number
on-
of followers and views that you're getting.
I thought it's the same argument you could put with comedy, like how they could say an internet comedian is not a real comedian compared to someone who worked the
Marlon,
beat and went on stage.
we talked about it
and
before,
who
but
actually did
Marlon,
stand up.
Marlon Wayans
You know what I'm
proved
saying?
that it's different because the thing is that stand-up comedian can't do what they do either.
Nope.
Really, what matters when we want to talk about stardom is the level of notoriety. Like, would people
Right.
recognize you?
But
Are there people in the
OnlyFans,
industry who
you have
recognize
a
you?
lot more control because of you're publishing it yourself. So
Yeah.
you can essentially put it up, take it down. You could put it up today, could be up for 24 hours, and you could take it down tomorrow and not be a porn star.
Yeah.
If nobody's seen it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like
But and then plus there's no cut.
Right.
Oh damn! I came too quick. All right, we'll just cut that part and bring it in.
I mean, no,
you know,
could-
there's no
could-
recording like
you
that.
could put up already like pre-edited videos onto an OnlyFans if you wanted
Oh,
to. You can
okay.
upload whatever content you want.
So it's not always live.
It's not always like
okay.
it's just that it gives the option for live streaming.
I don't know. He does. A comedian online is to me different from a comedian.
It's a different
Like
kind of
stand-up.
comedy.
I
Stand
live
up.
in the projects. I feel like if my management office was to see me on OnlyFans and see the fucking room and be like, those are the projects, they would want to cut.
No.
Location.
Location.
Well,
Location.
in general, I mean, if you're showing like if you're recording the outside of the property, then the inside of the property, yeah, they might ask for something, but they wouldn't. I mean, even if they knew it was their building, it's you renting out the space anyway, so you paid for it already.
Well, question, right? Do you feel like if you were interviewing a female porn star, right? Do you feel like the questions you would ask them would differ from maybe speaking to a regular woman, like how far you would go sexually, or do you feel like the moral standard is the same?
I feel like talking to anybody, you have to just know what their limitations are.
Yeah.
What I've known from working with people in the industry beforehand is that like they're more open in general because they're very much aware of what they do. They know why they're being interviewed. They know what they're going for. I mean, the question is whether or not how respectful you word yourself. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we all have seen somebody nut on their face, right? It doesn't
Right.
mean that, you know, you go in there and you just treat them like they're garbage. But it's the difference in questions is just more so like, you know, we're here because this is what you do, right? Like the reason I'm
You'll be more
so
open.
I will ask
Be more
you
open with questions.
specific questions about like, so, you know, what was the favorite, you know, who was the favorite guy that you've done a scene with? And these, I can't ask that to the average woman, right? Like, you know, what's your
Like,
your favorite
how many
guy
guys you
fucked?
slept with?
Yeah, right. It's gonna come
And
off
the
mad.
thing- But the thing about it is, I do have female friends that never done porn that I could ask that question to. But I wouldn't ask it to somebody that, you know, I just kind of met 2 days ago.
Right.
Like, I have coworkers right now where I was just like, yo, you finally fucked that nigga yet? Basic conversation type shit. And I have coworkers that I would be like, how's your kid today?
All right.
If you knew you could get famous, if you knew you can make $1 million off of OnlyFans, would you do it?
Me, personally, depends on what kind of videos I'd have to do. I would want every one of my videos to be a collaboration. I don't want to do masturbation scenes.
Why?
Why not?
Why
I feel
not?
like
I feel like that's classier.
See, it's a lot easier for people, but the thing is, like,
It's money.
I like to masturbate for me. Right? I don't like to
Yeah, it's not
But if
really.
you
Why
want
not
to
get
bust
paid
the
for it?
gas out,
Why not
let's
get
go.
paid for it? The fuck?
Well, if I want to
If
get,
you beating your dick for free
like-
anyways, watching fucking
It's
XX
like a
videos,
basketball
nigga.
player who's still playing for the championship despite the
back.
millions. Like, some things matter more than just the
yeah.
money. Feel
And if I want to
that?
sell, I go to the sperm bank.
You were trying to take the pressure off of you because you know everybody's gonna be looking at the female.
Probably.
Not even.
That's-
I just think it's
I-
more fun to see. It's like stunting on motherfuckers. Like, I'm fucking this bitch. You nah.
See,
That's what it is. You want to hit that iron?
I'll do the video, but it's going to be one of those videos like where it's like the girl looking at the guy, but you never really see the guy, and all you see is the probably
Yeah.
that. Or you know, I'll be wearing a little something, but you ain't really gonna see my face.
I'm wearing a
I mean,
mask.
I can't even.
Something.
I've been asked to do porn. I turned it down.
Even to record.
How big of a bag did you turn down?
This is what about $100 an hour per shooting, so about $400 for the first scene that they were offering me.
How big of a butt did you turn down?
See, the thing was, I had to share the book before the niggas. That's why I said no.
Oh,
no.
I was about to say that too.
See, that's-
like,
Yeah,
let's
we
be realistic. A lot of like the OnlyFans dudes I hear all the time, legit, like they know like majority of my fan base is gay dudes.
Yeah.
So it's
That's what he
like-
said too.
He said
Yeah,
the
I'm
same
okay
thing.
with
it's
that.
Like,
You
Like,
don't
you have to
actually
know that if
see
you get,
them,
if
or you
you
don't
get
actually
into
talk.
sex work as a male in any shape or form,
You know
the
that.
most people who are gonna pay out the biggest are gay guys. right? And it's not always to have sex with them. It's just that they know it's awkward for certain people. They know, so they shell out more dough. If you're a stripper, as a male, yeah, you want to be a Chippendale, but even the Chippendale audience, you're gonna get most of your tips from the niggas, like real shit. So if you get into it, and I mean the biggest consumer of porn, period, is men.
Because y'all think about sex way more than we do.
Literally,
as women.
scientifically, it's on our brain 6 seconds out of every minute.
Yeah, but a girl knows
Like-
3 seconds when they meet you if they want to have sex with you.
That's true too.
Girls are just more
Y'all
down,
just be
though.
playing games with us.
You know why I think that is? I think it's because female body parts, our body parts stick out. So the things y'all like y'all can essentially see it through our clothes. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's like you see a woman walking up the block, you're gonna see a little butt, a little breast. You know what I'm saying? Like you see that. Whereas women, like, you know, I guess for us, we like what? Personality, maybe muscles, maybe like, you know, penis size.
There's physical stuff that women like
humans,
as well,
the first
but
thing is the
I
look.
know a lot of women
You
who
know?
definitely will mess with a guy they're not normally physically attracted to because they like his personality. For
Right.
me, it's like I find a lot of beautiful women, but they'll say some dumb shit, and I'll be like, I don't know if I can. Like, I really got to reevaluate my life choices.
Be like, do I gotta tell people that I did her?
Word.
You know what I'm
If she never
saying?
spoke,
Right.
it's going down, but when she says some dumb shit, I'll be like, fuck, what am I doing? Like, do
Yeah,
I
we
really
had-
like
we-
titties that much?
Yeah,
And the
we-
answer is usually yes, but still, I have to reevaluate for a second.
What the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah. Because, you know, when you're younger, you hit anything, even the goldfish. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
When you're young.
About that.
No, I'm just saying. You
I'm
like
about to say,
you want to hit
yeah,
anything.
Whoa, time out, nigga.
And the sheep, and the sheep,
Baby.
How you?
and the sheep, if you plus, you know.
You can,
No,
It can't
but
be itchy. You gotta be soft.
right. But as you get older, that one thing that they say,
Alpaca pussy.
There we go.
damn, like that,
It's more valuable,
If
my
I'm gonna do
nigga.
this shit, it has to be the highest quality.
it has to be the highest quality, you know.
Yeah.
But as they get older, you be like, damn, did you just do that? Like now you just turned me completely off.
Yeah.
You know. Sometimes you be like, listen, I hit it, but we ain't talking tomorrow. You know, because I'm telling you what a guy thinks. Sometimes.
No, it's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes they be like, damn. Like for me, if I'm speaking to a girl and I'm like, oh, I'm feeling her now, I'm like, yeah. How long she gonna talk? Because I want to go home already. You know what I'm saying? But then as soon as she go, I'm done. Or say a curse word, or like take a shot. Yeah, hit me another one. I'll be like, oh damn, girl. You just
I don't know. That last one's kind of cool because
Well,
you
yeah,
can grow out
maybe,
with
maybe.
her.
Right.
Right.
I think it depends on the context. You
Right,
can't
right.
really
But
really say that.
there's certain things that they will do that you be like, damn. Let me look again. All right, she look good though. You know what I'm saying? Like you're trying to see if she look good to forget about.
Nowadays, it's hard to tell because there's so much women can do. You know, lace fronts, lashes.
Oh my
wigs,
God, that's another thing
makeup.
too.
Always make sure your first date is to a pool or a beach.
Something
Yeah.
active. Go to the
No,
gym.
because
No.
of it. Yeah, exactly. Because that way, if she sweats out, whatever, it's like, does she
Mm.
still look good or was it paint? That's
See, that's why you got to bring foreplay back. You start playing with her hair, trying to yank that hair. You know what I'm saying? You wet your hand and then be touching her face. Let me see if the makeup came off.
Oh, you gonna wipe off the makeup?
Yeah, you gotta do the
man, you gotta
foreplay
get it
back
off.
in. You know what I'm saying? You be like, let me light the candle, and you put the lighter next to her as you go towards the candle.
Yeah.
Run.
Now it's the catch 22.
Yo, if she runs, then you know
That's
it's
a
all
catch
fake.
22. Because what if legit you opening Pandora's box? It's like the same thing when you be like, don't ask stupid questions. You know the answer to already.
Yeah, that's true.
So why you want to sit there and rub off the makeup and you know that's attracting you right now? Like why
Well,
fuck
if,
up your
if you
illusion?
want long term with that, if
Why
you want
fuck
long
up your
term.
illusion?
That's
Enjoy.
what-
But if you're
that's
thinking
what it
long
is.
term, if you're thinking about hitting it, then you don't even have to worry. Don't even turn on the light.
Just make sure you don't have on white pillowcases. That's all.
That's it. And a female too. Sometimes the females would think of that. You know, damn, his intelligence or his laughter or something is attracting me, but looking at him don't really attract me. You know what I'm saying? So I might have to hit this one and don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? So some people, we have a female there. Maybe she'll agree. Some of them would think that way.
But
The same thing with a man.
The flip side to that is, bitch, you gotta leave my crib when we done fucking.
For women,
I don't know, but for women, I think it's different though.
most definitely, undoubtedly about money. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of women, if you watch,
Jay-Z's one of them. Damn, he ugly.
Listen, no comment.
No comment.
His money not ugly though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Remember he said that. Ain't no such thing as an ugly billionaire.
Yeah, there's
That's
not.
true.
It's not.
So it's like,
That's a
you know,
goddamn
for
lie. Goddamn
This
lie.
nigga's thinking Jeff Bezos right now.
Listen, billionaires are like high and mighty,
I get
cuteness, handsome, they're intelligent. Okay,
If you and Bill Gates both put up in the spot right now, I bet you Bill getting some bitches. Stop
he
playing.
banging. Some. He
Stop
come to
playing. Excuse
hood.
my language, but you know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
No,
Put it
you
like
ain't
this.
wrong though.
Put it like this.
he's stealing somebody's bitch off their arm.
That's
Yeah,
a
Listen.
fact.
And the person that he's stealing, and the person that he's stealing is that one girl that be like, I ain't getting with no white man. Let
Yup.
Bill Gates come in here. We
Yup.
see you
Stop
ain't getting no
playing
white
that.
man. You know what I'm saying? Flavor Flav would come in here, his ugly ass. You turn off the light, but you still hit it.
That man had people looking for love twice.
3 times.
Oh, three. Oh, I forgot.
Three
Yo,
times?
wait, you
3
lying.
times. 3
Goodness
seasons.
gracious.
He was out here.
Flavor Flav is one ugly person, but the money talks.
Right.
Yeah.
And a lot of women, you see them, their morals will be one way, like, oh fuck you, nigga, and then you know you might see a car, they might see a car, they might see a house, or they might find out, oh, he got a city job,
Or
or
whatever the case is.
whatever the case may be, and then a lot of girls go for that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But ain't that bringing the
know
women's
this about you.
morals down?
Yeah, it don't
though?
matter now.
Do you think that by doing that you just like bring yourself down and then you get what you deserve?
Well,
if you
I
want to be
mean-
a gold digger, you're gonna get disrespectful. That's what you're gonna get.
I think it's a cultural thing. I think
Right.
culturally, it depends on how you're raised, because some people are raised to empower themselves. Women are raised to empower themselves through maybe dating a man with money or stature. You know what I'm saying? Depending if you come from the Caribbean, you come from Trinidad, or you know where you come from, you might be taught that a value to a person is how much money they have, what they drive, or you know what they can
that's
provide.
true, though.
That's like goes back to dowries, right?
A lot of the islanders are like that. You go to America, you get good morning, honey. You know what I'm saying? Like right away. And when they come to America, they get that good money, but they didn't realize that this guy was a psycho. But the one without the money was not a psycho and could have treated you good, and now he got the money, but you already forgot about him. So there's a big difference. That's why one of the senators was saying that if you go to a mall of life, a female will go to the first floor and this guy has a good job. I want to go to the second floor, but knowing that you can never come back down. She went all the way up to this last one that had money and everything, but winded up beating her. But you missed the third floor where that guy had morals, respect. So it's like they teach you to come here to America and want more than you're supposed to have. You know what I
True,
mean?
but I feel like women play a role in how men behave, and I feel like
Oh, big
sometimes
time.
women are too easy to lay on their back and have a baby with someone that's broke, and have more children and put their children into compromising
You got to
situations.
rewind that, bro. I wish I was over there to hit the rewind button. Say that again. I don't think the people in the back heard you.
What I said?
About the women's. Women's are quick to lay down.
Women are quick to lay down with men that are broke and
Mm-hmm.
morally broke as well, because broke is not just
Financially,
what you
yeah.
physically have. Sometimes broke could be a mentality
Mm-hmm.
where a person could have a savings account, they could have a decent credit, they could be working towards getting, you know, more for themselves. So mentally, they're not broke. But you could have another person who's actually mentally broke, and they actually, all they care about is flashy things or just spending their money on BS, and they're not saving, they're not responsible. And women are quick to lay down with men without really knowing who they are and what they can bring.
Yeah, that's a thing. Like I always said, when women's be like, oh, these guys with their pants all the way down, or these guys have 5 baby mamas. Yeah, and you're number 6, knowing that he had 5. You know what I'm saying? So they'll complain about it. Oh, this guy with his pants down. Yeah, but you going out with him. I always said, women have the power because they have something in their legs, in between their legs, that would power anybody to do anything, any male to do anything.
That's a fact.
So if
Take
you
me off
tell
my
the
list.
person, I ain't giving y'all guys nothing until you put your pants up. Guarantee everybody out here will be wearing suits and ties. Right?
Agreed.
So every woman has the power to do that. So then why are y'all saying that we're damaging your life?
Did y'all watch Chirac? Because that sounds exactly like that whole Spike Lee joint.
That's Spike Lee.
Yeah.
I
Maybe-
wasn't
maybe
feeling that. I watched about 5 minutes of that, and I turned
I
it
mean,
off.
he redid a Shakespeare thing, but essentially, like, it was like how the woman of Chicago could end all the gun violence by just being like, "We ain't fucking y'all niggas, so you stop fucking with each other."
Yeah,
Like that was the
Pretty
whole
much.
movie in a nutshell. Yeah,
Pretty
Like,
much.
there were two gangs that were causing a whole bunch of warfare, and so the women were just like, "We're gonna get together and say no pussy for you until you stop
Yeah.
killing each other."
like this is my message to all
In the movie,
It worked.
in the movie,
in the movie it worked. But this is my message to all the females.
It might get worse though. You know, men need to release themselves.
Exactly. That's what I'm like, you got all
Don't
these-
put the gun down. Be
I
like
said
that.
first and foremost, real niggas
Yo,
are gonna find somebody else to fuck. So
No,
y'all just
but if
like,
all the girls don't,
you're overpowering yourself right
And
now.
that's
no,
when
but
the
if all
sheets
the
come back
girls
into
do not
play.
want to do,
Right? Like,
right? If all the girls do not want to do you until you put that gun down, you know that one guy's like, "Ooh man, I wish I would shoot you right now, but I need some toto." You know what I'm saying?
you know what I'm saying? Like,
When I get some, you got some. You know what I'm saying? Like, but a woman, if right now, if they say just like that, if a woman always says, "I'm going to get with that guy because I can change him," why don't you just try to change him without getting him?
or why don't you actually just get a guy who you don't have to change?
Yeah. I mean,
Or a guy that reaches your, but again,
Like-
that comes with the more, the floor.
But hold up.
They never satisfied.
But if you gonna deny him all, sometimes just you getting some is gonna make you be a better person. You know what? That changed my life. I need to be a better person
that's
because
true.
that was amazing, and I want to be a better person for her because I want to keep on doing this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
If you,
No, he's right.
Some women-
that
Some
really
people
benefits
do.
people.
some women, if you hit it right,
Hey,
you do it right.
It really depends on who gets sprung more. Is it the girl on the dick? Because I've seen girls do the dumbest shit for some crazy good dick.
Hello, they
supposedly,
went with the
right?
guy with 6 baby
Or-
mamas.
Or you got the dude who changes up his whole script because that one girl's pussy just is like, damn, I can't lose this.
Word.
Right? Like, it works either way because it's all about perspective, right? Whoever
Facts.
thinks they're bringing more to the table or thinks they're getting more will do what the work at whatever level that they think they need to.
And that's where it comes with, yeah, I know he cheated, but he's going to
But-
change.
Yeah, that one. Oh, you know he was busting those.
He was doing it good.
crazy.
Same thing with the guy.
No fucking
Same
way.
thing with the guy. Busted her with the guy, and be like, and that's not the same guy that they told me that she had. So there's another one. Yeah, but she'll change. That means she did him good.
she for the streets. You talking about at that point?
She told you, go home, I'll be waiting for you. He said, okay, baby. Sometimes it happens. But mentally, some people can do the same thing. Like they can really mentally put you in the route where they're going to be like, I don't want to lose her. Or vice versa.
Right.
You know?
I feel like for me personally, I'm gonna treat you the way I want to be treated. I'm gonna treat you good. I'm gonna give you your space. I'm gonna do everything as a woman that I'm supposed to do. I'm gonna inspire you. I'm gonna support you. And if you still go out there and decide to cheat on me, or if you feel like I'm not valuable, then I'm just out.
As
Period.
it should be.
Yeah, but you're going to have a problem there. Because she just said, I'm going to treat him the way I want to be treated. Guys would not treat you the way you want to be treated. The guy would treat you the way he sees like he should treat you. So by you saying, why you didn't say I love you today? Didn't I just bring you breakfast in bed?
That's love language, basically.
Yeah.
But a lot of the females, they don't see that. They only see the physical or the verbal.
That's mental health issues. That's a
But that's what
mental
I'm
health
saying.
issue. A lot
And
of
that's
women,
what destroys a lot of relationships.
Because a lot of women, they don't know how to shut their mouth,
No,
and they don't know.
like when I told my son, I always tell my son when I'm trying to teach him something, listen to me. Shut your mouth, open your ears.
Yeah.
They don't know how to shut their mouth, and we sometimes we always look for better, and we don't know how to stop complaining. We're in a scarcity mindset, and I think that you see that a lot with women from the hood, where it's like constantly complaining, constantly you're not good enough, you're not doing this, and it's like that type of tactic is not going to change your situation.
That's why I said the more.
That's how they was.
Every
that's how they
floor.
Was raised, that's why.
That what?
I said that's how they was raised. That's why.
Well, that's what she was saying. Like, you know, not raised. I think that's the hood mentality.
No, that's how they was
Yeah,
raised.
and-
Because every
No, but when I hear raised, I think of parents raising.
Every person in the hood ain't like that. It's just how you raised. If you're raised like that, if you're
Yeah.
raised yelled at and all that other shit, that's how you're gonna react.
I feel like I was raised that way, and it took me time to mature and to develop and say every situation don't have to be handled with aggression and yelling.
Right.
Sometimes you, especially in a relationship, you're not going to war with your partner. You actually this is somebody you love. They're not going nowhere, hopefully, but you got to deal with things like peacefully, not at
Right.
war. You're not at war with your significant other, and
Yeah.
that's important.
Because
It happens.
like my nephew, right? My nephew, he's like what 6 now, 6. So what he's around, he acts like what he's around, and I'm watching it happen like right in front of my fucking eyes. Because now that he's around him, he's gotten worse. So he's like really, really, truly following the pattern. This is what he sees. He's like,
Yeah.
and it's crazy because I see like worth. I can see the emotions, the way he moves, the way he talks, the way he says shit.
It's a mini him.
I'm like, fuck, and that's his granddad.
Yeah, it's a mini him.
His mom, she curses it. That's what he sees, and that's how he acts.
Yeah.
And so it's something I'm watching right now.
And it's hard. It's hard.
That doesn't necessarily mean that he can't learn from those patterns, those behavioral patterns.
He's mimicking the pattern.
He's mimicking. But
It's
how?
not. It's not. You're right. You're absolutely correct. He can learn, but right now he's mimicking the shit. And it's not like he's like kids mimic you at like 2 or 3. They do shit. No. He's 6 and doing this shit. So hopefully.
And then how can you not mimic something that's always there? Like
Yeah.
how can you unmimic if you don't have a positive thing?
It's normalized.
to look at. And that's why the problem is like right now when the people are like, oh, he like that because he doesn't have a daddy. No, that's not really the whole concept. He's like that because of what you showing him in the household.
I gotta say,
Mimicking.
like-
You're
But
letting this man do things to you, so he thinking that's what a man's supposed to always do.
But that also can give him a better testimony in the future as well.
Yeah,
Because
true.
sometimes, like, he already, like, oh, I walked that negative path early in
Exactly.
my life. So now that, like, I already outgrown it. So by the time, let's say, I'm 14 or something like that, it's like, I did that already. I already know where that's going to take me. So, like, nah, let me
It
just...
really
Sometimes,
depends on how
because-
your brain processes
Right, that's what I was
what
gonna
you're
say.
seeing in the
Right.
moment. Like you might, it's a reward system,
It might be normalized to them. They might think it's just a normal thing. They're
like
never gonna work.
using drugs. Some kids, they see their parents on drugs and never touch any drugs.
Where it turns
I'm
them
one of
off.
them.
And then other kids see it, think it's cool, and they use drugs. So it really is just how your brain is
But
interpreting
don't get a
what you're
taste.
seeing.
Don't get a taste as a person. Like, don't get a taste of whatever the fuck it is that your parents had, because you're done. You can never, ever, ever go touching a drug, like you said, right? But the one time you slip up and do it, you turn into your parents.
Well, there's some things I've turned into my parents anyway. Don't do this. Don't do that. I'm like, oh shit, damn. Didn't I do that? So no, but in all reality is you're we were speaking about how women's in relationship. Some of the women's, like I said, change the man, but find someone. Like I said before, how they always say, I don't never find a good man. You cannot go to a bar and thinking you won't find a man that just one for you. First of all, he's probably drunk. You know what I'm saying? You have to go to the place where if you like a businessman, are you going to the rodeo? You know what I'm saying? You're going to go to a business area. So, and like men are talking to some of these girls. I'll be like, yo, know your level. Know your level.
No,
buddy.
but
you know what I mean?
You can't necessarily say you can't go to the bar. Right?
No, but I'm saying if
Like-
you're in the corner,
No, but
who you going to get?
But I'm saying like if you go to the bar down the block in your neighborhood and maybe not. If you go to if you're looking for a finance guy,
You going to
go
the
drink in
finance
district,
bars.
You might bump into somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But then wouldn't that make her a bad person?
Wouldn't
No.
make her a bad person? No. Is
She knows what she
no,
wants.
exactly.
Money.
Well,
Hey,
Maybe
if she
not
wants
pussy
money,
at
that's
a
cool.
bar.
But
That
if
would
she wants
be.
money,
But if
that's
she
her.
wants, but that's the thing. If she goes to the financial district, right, and they're going to be a bunch of money guys, because doesn't it mean that if she's still not just picking everyone, that she's like, hey, what I want to be is financially secured in my relationship. However, I'm still looking for a guy who has X, Y, and Z,
Yeah.
right? It's not wrong for a woman to have expectations on the same degree. I will say it's not wrong for a man to either. But if you know what you like and you go for it, and you're still looking for quality somewhere in there, then that just means you like what you like.
Yeah, but at the
Right.
same time, if you're looking for a guy to have, this is the females. If you have looking for a guy to have X, Y, and Z, you better have the other 3 letters.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't come over here X, Y, and Z, and you got A, B, and C. That's not matching. You got to be close to me.
Right.
Women, a lot of women.
You know what I mean?
A
You know what
lot,
I'm saying? You can't have A, B, and C and try to find an X, Y, and Z. It ain't gonna work that way.
a lot of women think that being successful, because a lot more women, brown and black, very successful, and they get higher up in their career, so they think that being successful is spiritually and emotionally sound, and it's not the same thing. Being spiritually and emotionally sound has to do with the work you do on your mental.
Yeah, and again, that's probably another person's thing, because success is not how much money and property you have.
Agreed.
It never reaches that. But again, you want X, Y, and Z, you better come with STW. You know what I'm saying? You better come with a letter that's close, at least L, M, and N. I don't know. Whatever letter closer to me. But you ain't going to be an A, B, C talking about.
Yeah, you need UW.
C and W. You know what I'm saying?
You need U and
STW.
W.
Fucking letters on my desk.
All these other letters.
W.
Why do I feel like I'm about a spelling bee now?
I know,
What the
right?
fuck?
You talking about?
No, but you know how.
X, Y, and Z is what
Like,
it is.
I spoke to a girl. She's looking for a guy.
Saying it now, right?
T-U-V-W.
6 digits. 6 digits.
STW.
Yes, I have a 6
You need that U and that W. Is all I do.
Right. But if you're looking for a girl, girl's looking for a guy with 6-digit income, but coming in with only a 3-digit income, what do you got to bring here? You know what I'm saying?
Bitch.
As a guy, if I reach 6 digits already, you think I'm looking for a girl that has 2 or 3 digits? No, come on. You know what I mean? I'm going to reach for maybe 5 digits.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I know she's already mentally and physically okay with herself.
Now she's
You
taking
know?
care of herself.
So I'm not looking for one that's all the way down here and then going to try to use my money, but ain't going to bring nothing in.
Right.
And that's where a lot of the females are losing concept, and that's why they're getting these guys that are no good for them, because they don't know their
R.I.P.
level.
Kevin Samuels.
Yeah.
Whoa. I really got to play
Yeah.
devil's advocate on that. Nah.
On that note, this has been another episode of XY One-on-One. We ain't done yet, though, my nigga. So we out of here, dog. Peace.
Yeah, lover.